James George, a rising star, continues his professional journey today. This crowd is eager to see what he can do. It's the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, James George. George, now in the pro ranks after he got drafted out of high school and bypassed college. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Grounder to third. Not in time.
Hey!
Safe.
He's in there. He's safe.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Luis.
2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Baez. And he delivers. And they're all loaded up.
That's a ball. Take your base.
And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking it. Here's the third baseman, Yamal Encarnacion.
Hey, he needs you right now. Here we go.
That one
Ball
misses,
four. Take your
and
base.
it brings home a run. 4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Garrett Guillemette. The 0-1. Skips in, and excellent work to hold that one close. Could have been dangerous. Three 3-1 now. Right through there for a strike. That was one you'll want back right in the heart of the zone. Gotta punish that. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that ends the inning. Wears the emotion on the sleeve, but as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam. Here's the left fielder, Aaron Zavala.
Aaron Zavala.
Nobody out and a runner at first. Liner into center. That's down, a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. He's safe at third, the tying run just 90 feet away. Next up for the Hooks, James George. 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. In for a strike. 0-1. Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Swing and a ball popped up.
That's an infield
Umpire
fly.
signaling for the infield fly.
Now batting, the right fielder, Luis.
If you want your soda with a little extra crunch, reach for a cold can of Big Kale, a refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark. Welcome back to Corpus Christi, top of the 4th inning. Line drive to center field. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Chance at a 3-bagger. That's a leadoff triple. Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. And next, the cleanup hitter, James George. Fouled off left side.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
Puts this one in the air down the line. Gets there to make the play. A nice run and grab. And there are 2 outs. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Now, Chandler Pollard came through in the clutch earlier in this one, and they'd love to see a similar approach here. Stay up the middle and try to get the barrel on the ball. Liner, base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Here comes the throw. And he's got no chance. He's out. Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. George steps in now. Bases clear, 2 down. Looking to get something going here.
No, that's a ball.
The hooks down a run. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch.
Outside.
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing.
Hee-haw!
Line drive, that's a base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball.
The tying run is
Check the
aboard.
outfielders now. See where they're at.
Now batting, right fielder, Luis.
Luis Baez will hit next.
Hey, what's up right here?
And here's the 0-2.
Runner.
In the dirt, he breaks for second. Throw to second, out. And the inning is over. Nobody left on base. Might be time to get in an extra session or 2 in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him.
Face it, be brave with it. We be breaking these limits. Life wanna give me the squeeze, so I said please, we don't need these limits. Let's go, I'm back outside. Keep up, I electrify. And if we getting down to the wire, baby, we can only get high. So where your life like? It's a nice life.
Saw the northern lights today. It's been a
James George has been making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young phenom and his tremendous potential. It's the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. We'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, James George. George, working through the early days of his pro career, drafted out of the high school ranks. This one chopped on the ground.
Come on.
There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. One inning in the books here. Corpus Christi with the lead, 1-0. Claimer Lemos digs in now.
Shortstop, number 25.
The 0-1. Now this is lifted to center. And it drops in. That keeps the inning going.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
George digging in, trying to rattle this pitcher. Really has these hitters in a funk so far in this one. Two outs, base is empty. The next offering misses. 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. That curveball had no business getting a strike. The hitter was ready to crush it, but it never quite got to where it should have. Pitcher knows he dodged a bullet there. Up the middle. Handles the chance. Throw out at first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. We've played 4 full. The Hooks have the edge, 1-0. One out and the base is empty.
Center fielder.
If there's someone in your life who needs to get what's coming to them, call Vendetta Bagpipes. They'll send a kilt-wearing piper over to teach them a lesson at such a high volume they'll never forget it. And neither will their ears. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. And now a jump throw. Nice play off the bounds for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Louis Baez.
Go-ahead run
Now
on
batting,
base.
the shortstop,
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Claimer Lemos. That's ripped towards center. Catch is made, inning over.
For the Hooks, the center fielder, number 2, George.
Line drive to left field. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. And the Hooks walk it off. They take the win in extra innings. I think he would have been okay with his performance to begin with, but adding the walk-off is just the cherry on top. A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon. James George delivered some walk-off magic last game, providing the clutch hit for his team. All eyes on the... So 2 down. And now the DH, James George. Making a lot of contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. The pitch. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. 1 out and the base is empty. Ground ball to short.
Dig, 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 dig.
That's the second out. Now at the plate, James George. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. He turns and heads for second. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Great swing on that one. Loud contact coming off the bat, and he's rewarded with the automatic double. Nice productive at bat. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Garrett Guillemette. Runner at second here and one away. In the dirt, but kept it close. Payoff pitch. On the ground to third. 2 away. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. 2 down and a runner at second base. And now the right fielder, Luis Baez. Lifted in the air to left. Martin settles under it. Gets there, got it. So 1 hit is all they get, and we're through 5 innings. The Hook's out in front, 4-3. George stepping in, an RBI here would be a real backbreaker.
Big moment, here we go.
Now a high fly ball to left center. Pretty deep. And the inning is over. We're through 6 full innings. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win.
Summer camps up in Vegas, we went from living just nameless to people saying we famous. The mission was
All night, baby, you know you've had my heart beating out my chest.
James George, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? It's the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, James George. On the mound in this one, and he's one of the highest-ranked pitching prospects in the Astros organization. A lot of excitement in Houston for what he can bring in the future.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Antonis Macias leading things off
Four-seam
and takes a
fastball.
strike.
Low outside.
To the right side, and that's just foul. Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Bouncer to the right side. And there's one out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 21, Mark.
Now it's the
Four-seam
right
fastball.
fielder, Mark
High
Canha.
outside.
Hey!
Curveball.
One out and the base is empty.
Low middle.
Here's a high chopper, picks it up, and that's an out. And here's the
Changeup.
first baseman,
Low
Pablo
middle.
Guerrero. 3 hits in the loss last night. Hard hit left side. There with plenty of time, inning over. George kept the bats quiet in that inning. One gone and a runner on at first. Digging in for the hooks, James George. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. George, only 18 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show.
Had to get back right, now we back in the back right, now we back, ayy, back in the foul. I'm ready for real. We really the squad. We really the ones counting it. Look at the
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Large Lad with their new Absolute Unit. Recommended
Middle
against
outside.
by 4 out of 5
Four-seam fastball.
cardiologists.
Middle outside.
Top half of the second inning from Corpus Christi. Dylan Dreiling
Changeup.
leading things off
Middle
and
outside.
takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Slider.
That pitcher should be
Middle inside.
thanking his lucky stars after hanging that changeup. He
Slider.
knows he got away with
Middle
one.
inside.
Swing lifts it to shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Nice job at the dish. He fell behind but held tough and got the hit. Flare into left, and if it had hung up a little longer, maybe the shortstop or left fielder makes a play on it. One got down, though, and that's a base hit. Claimer Lemos stands in now and watches strike one. Fly ball, right field. Whitaker moving under it. And makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 6, Marcus Lee.
Coming up next to the dish for Frisco, Marcus Lee Sang.
Steer
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. It clips the corner. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. Just off the outside corner. Now 1-2. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. One hit in the inning, but that's all they got. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. Top half, third inning. Digging in for the Rough Riders, Aaron Zavala.
Ball.
One pitch now. This one popped up. Powell under it. And a quick out, number 1. Bases empty, one away. Stepping to the plate now for Frisco, Cooper Johnson.
Ball.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss. And now it's even, 1-1. That one ripped out to left. It's carrying. That one hops against the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. That's a swing to be proud of for sure. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. This one in the air, center field, and there's 2 down. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, Chandler Pollard. Came into the game on defense. First trip to the plate here. We're here in the top half of the third. Runner at second, 2 down. Pitch is in there. And the count even, 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Collects. And beats it.
No, he's in there safe.
That's a difficult play to make at shortstop, especially with such a fast runner coming out of the batter's box. Maybe they get the out with slightly better execution, but it's not for sure. And here at the plate, Mark Canha to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They strand a pair. Home half of the third coming up, still scoreless. It's the start of the fourth, and now the first baseman, Pablo Guerrero.
27.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Turns, rocks, and fires. Struck out swinging. One gone leading off the fourth. That's great location on that 2-strike fastball, making it difficult for him to do anything with it. Not afraid to command the inner half of the plate and earn the strikeout as a result. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Dreiling, 22 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2024.
No, that's a ball.
Missed
Ball
inside
2.
with the curveball. One out and the base is empty. And it's strike 2. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. The 2-2. Just
Ball,
off the
no.
outside part of the plate. What a take with 2 strikes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3-2. Lemos batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Next one's fouled back. 2 outs, bases empty. Grounds it to short. Nunez. And that's the end.
You're out.
They go down 1-2-3. Next up, the designated hitter, James George. 0 for 1.
Ball.
Drive him in. Need you right here.
Try to get him
Ball.
chasing on the changeup. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out.
That's a
You
strike.
can tell how much confidence he has in that slider, throwing it for a strike on 2-0. That
That's
missed.
the ball.
And now 3-1. Even though he's not the fastest runner, I think he needs to be going here to try and avoid the double play. And ball 4.
Ball 4.
Two
Take your
aboard.
base.
Yamal Encarnacion, the next to hit.
Third baseman, Yamal Encarnacion.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a ground ball to first. There's one. Double play. That
Out
is
of there.
outstanding defense. We're in the top half of the 5th. Coming up next to the dish for Frisco, Marcus Lee Sang.
Yeah.
The 0-1
Ball.
is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Close, doesn't get the call. That looked like a strike to me, as we'll get a challenge. And it just shaved the zone. So they still have both challenges. And 1-2. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. 1-2 now. That
Ball
one
2.
misses low. 2-2 now, and he's already shown him the curveball a couple of times in the AB. I wouldn't be surprised to see him change tactics and come with a fastball. Throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Digging in for the Rough Riders, Aaron Zavala, 1 for 4 in Wednesday's action. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. 0-2 now. And a curve misses outside. 1 out and the base is empty. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. On the ground to
That's a
first,
foul ball.
and that's just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. 2 away here, nobody on. And here's the catcher, Cooper Johnson. Cracked a double the first time at bat. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. Strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. And goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard after 5. A new arm into the game, the righty, Michael Norm. Into the game with the bases empty. George digging in now, trying to make something out of nothing with 2 outs.
Ha!
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Grounder to third. Gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They're set down in order. George, with a good day at the office, both hitting and pitching. Certainly not his finest hour, at least at the plate, but he pitched well enough to offset that. I'm sure he'll want some better ABs next time, though. The final 1-0. On behalf of our excellent crew, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of Minor League Baseball on the show. I'm Ben Gelman, and we'll see you next time. James George, notable among the players in this one as he's leading the league in hits. It's the Frisco Rough Riders taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. First pitch coming your way next. Stepping in, James George.
The designated hitter, James George.
Steven goes 6 feet 3 inches. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. Base hit right field.
Pick it up, pick it up.
That holds the runner at second base.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Garrett Guillemette.
Let's go, kid.
Two. Fires to second for 1. What a play to end the inning. First frame of the night behind us. 2 outs, bases empty.
Number 2, designated hitter, James George.
Ground ball to third base.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
Play made, that ends the inning. So only 1 hit. It's the Large Lad Burgers big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. The 0-1 offering. The other way.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett
George up now with his team trailing. This offense needs a spark, so big AB here.
George.
That's
Check
a check.
swing,
Did he
appeal to
swing?
first. No, held up. One-run game in the bottom of the 9th. On the ground to third,
Foul.
but that rolls foul. And that's a base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball.
The tying run is aboard.
Smoke that thing, attaboy.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. So up next, Garrett Guillemette.
Runner, runner,
There
runner.
goes the runner. Puts a bunt down. And there's one down. He's delivering for the team, dropping the sack bunt and advancing the runner. Now we'll see if they can bring him in from second. Trying to keep him alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Swing, ground ball out to short. And there's a hit. And here comes the runner. Here's the throw. And he's safe. Tie ball game. That is a big-time spot, and he came through. Bottom of the ninth, chance to tie it up. That can get to some hitters. But he stayed focused, delivered the RBI single, and now they can walk it off if they can bring him in to score. What a special way for this one to end. A real treat for every fan out here. A walk-off win like that is going to be a lifetime memory that's worth cherishing. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. 3-2, the final score. A one-run, extra inning win. I'm Ben Gelman, and it's been a pleasure having you with us for Minor League Baseball on the show. Thanks for listening.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If it's over, it's over, so just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hugging. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. Was the point, all I needed was you. But time after time, I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming.
James George with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in RBIs. Can he deliver at the plate again today?
Batting for the center fielder,
Work out there, let's go.
George.
Gets the bunt down on the right side. Guerrero. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Louis. Fire.
Runner at first, one away. That's towards center. It's pretty far back. And there's 2 away. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab,
Now
flashing
batting,
some
the
serious
right fielder,
defensive ability
Louis.
on that play. 2 outs, runner on first base. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, Dylan Dreiling. Lines this one hard up the middle and a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get the out, and that's the inning. Runner really trying to stretch it there, going from first all the way to home, but a little bit out of gas coming around third. Next up for the Hooks, James George. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. The defense will need to be sharp here. Lined, and that's a base knock. Headed for the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. And here's the first baseman, Pablo Guerrero. Now the payoff pitch. On a line to center. And that's the end of the inning. Time to stretch. The Hooks out front here, 3-2. And now, James George. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. This one kicks away a little. He can't hang on. Human adults have 32 teeth. At Sadie Marcus Dental, they ask, why not more? See how they can get you as many as 11 extra teeth with a free consultation. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. And the count 1-2. Guerrero settles under this one. Gets there, got it. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. Not the greatest game he's ever had, but he helped him get the win. Take some lessons from this one and build on it. James George has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks taking on the Springfield Cardinals. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Up now, 2 gone and nothing brewing, but no time like the present to start a rally. Two outs, base is empty.
That's out the corner.
On the ground to the left. Richardson. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They're set down 1-2-3. To the bottom of the first we go.
Leading off
now up,
tonight,
Ian Petrutz.
Designated hitter, number 43.
The 2-2. This one is labeled. And a base hit. Around first and heading for second. That's a leadoff double. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Stepping in, James George. Grounded out to short the first time.
George.
In the air, right field. And it falls. Throw to the plate. But it's offline.
Nice.
And they lead by 2.
Check your outfield.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Gilliamet.
Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Garrett Gilliamet.
Hey, touch up. Your turn right here.
Payoff pitch. And ball 4.
That's forward.
2
Take your base.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 24, Tyler Whitaker.
And now, Tyler Whitaker. High in the air, out to right, Ledbetter settles under this one and makes the catch. That ends the inning and limits the damage. 2 runners left stranded, but they do manage to push across a run. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Hooks out in front, 2-0. On to the next inning. Here's the center fielder, James George.
Number 2, James George.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Vendetta Bagpipes. When you need to get even with your nemesis, it's no time for subtlety. Send in the tartan-wearing team from Vendetta Bagpipes. They'll blow you away. And he delivers. Ripped into the outfield. And it goes just foul. And 1-2. That just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Now a high fly ball to left center. 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Garrett
George digs in now, playing with the lead.
The center fielder, number 2, James George.
Base hit, center field.
Find it, find it, find it.
off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
Good job.
No question, he came up ready to hit. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Digging in for the hooks, Garrett Guillemette.
We need you. Here you go, kid.
3-0, here's the pitch. And that's a walk. 4-pitch walk, the last one not really close. Let's see if he can get back in the zone here. Nobody out, first and second here. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Whitaker. Grounded to third, could be two. Feed to second for one. That is a terrific double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. So a man at third, 2 away. Digging in, Luis Baez.
Hey, it's your turn. Drive him in.
And this one right back to the mound. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 left on base, and it remains a 3-2 game. George steps in with the go-ahead run in scoring position. A huge chance here to take the lead. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. This pitch misses. And 1-1 now. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. The hooks with the go-ahead run standing at second. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Pick it up, pick it up.
And here comes the runner. The throw home. Not in time.
No.
He beat it, and they've got the lead. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Next up for the hooks, Garrett Guillemette.
No one better up there. Here you go.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. Now the payoff pitch. Line to right for a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag.
Out on the tag.
Out. Good defensive effort and fundamentals on that play. Came up ready to throw and made a strong, accurate toss to the plate for the out. Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. James George has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the Corpus Christi Hooks taking on the Springfield Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And now the DH, James George. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. On the ground, and foul ball. Runner at first, 1 away. Chop to the left side, and that's just foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings and flares it. And that falls for a base hit. And beats it. Safe. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit. One out and 2 on. Garrett Guillemette digs in now. Popped up. And the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
That is fifth, the center fielder, number 89.
2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. And now the center fielder, Lucas Spence. And the 1-2. Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. It's not easy throwing out. Top half, 3rd inning. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, James George. Here's a fly to left. Honeyman settles under it. Gets there. Got it. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. George, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Are you sick and tired of paying too much for your trail mix? Then you need to buy a big bag of Thrifty Garmola's discount granola. Taste the savings with every bite. Still just 1 out here in the inning. Right through there for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 runs in to score in the inning. Top half of the 4th. And a base hit into right center field.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
Good job.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett.
Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Garrett Guillemette.
Hey, no one better right here.
0-2, and the delivery. Now a flare off the bat, and that'll get down for a hit. And they hold the runner at second.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 89.
Lucas Spence, the next to hit.
Here we go. Clutch up for us now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. To the right side.
Hold right
Menlinger.
there. Pick up the ball.
Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 7, Kenny.
So 2 on and 2 out. Now the left fielder, Kenny Gomez. Bouncer to second. Menlinger whips it to
He's out.
first in time. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. Midway through the fourth, the Hooks lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning with a lead, looking to be the spark to give him some more breathing room.
George.
On the ground, right side,
Go hard,
Menlinger.
go hard, go hard.
Out. George stepping in now with the lead, looking to tack on some insurance runs.
Hey, George.
And that
Round,
one hammered
round, round.
towards the line. Can't get to it. It drops into the corner. Safe at second with a double, third hit of the afternoon. Seeing the ball very well in this game. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Next up for the Hooks, Garrett Guillemette. The pitch, runner breaking for
That hit him.
third.
First
That
base is
fastball
yours.
drilled the hitter. And now it's runners at first and second. So digging in, Lucas Spence.
Pitch, no one better up there.
In the air, right field. Hauls it in, one away. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. First and second with one away. And here at the plate, Kenny Gomez.
Hey, here we go. Clutch up for us.
And now the on the move.
Get down.
Swing, soft line drive. Now 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Luis Baez.
Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Luis Baez. The pitch gets away. No action on the bases, though. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
Hey, no one better, huh?
This one popped up. And that's that. 2 runners left aboard, and it remains a 5-2 game. So 2 down. George getting ready to hit.
Designated hitter, Jay George.
Yes.
Into center.
Find the ball, find the ball.
That
find the
one
ball.
gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
All right. That a boy. That way squared up. Good job.
Now batting, the first
And
baseman,
now, Garrett Guillemette.
Guillemette.
And the righty delivers. Runner on the move. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Moore gets there under it and makes the catch. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up in the bottom of the 9th inning. Corpus Christi ahead in this game, 7-2.
Like Stevie put ribbons in the sky, put them high, shatter like ceiling, sprinkle piece of the pie. All rise, all lies, but hit me.
George had a solid game for them, really helped lift them to the win. 4 hits in the ball game. That's always valuable. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results.